How did you get started? Because do you know what it is for me? Obviously, you know me. I'm into my entrepreneurial journey. How did you? Because you said manager.
Yeah.
So how did you go from manager to owner?
Do you know what it is? It's a long process. Now, I think we're going to have to do like 10 episodes of this because I need to get paid. So this is going to be episode 1.
Monthly installments.
Yeah, monthly. So I don't know how much you're going to pay me, but we need to talk about the rest.
10 cities, man. Down on money.
Okay, so how long have you got? Because this is going to be... This.
We've got time.
Let's make it quick, right?
All right, cool. What time you got?
Yeah, so the growth. Is what I'm trying to say, the growth, right?
So how did you go from
the start?
Yeah, like how did you become... Because a lot of people, like, obviously we can start off as employees, but how did you go from that to I'm involved in Circle? Like, what was this?
So I used to be a barback.
Right, okay.
I used to be I don't know if you guys know what a barback is, but someone who stocks up the fridges behind the bar and everything else. But my first ever job was, I was a glass collector. I used to glass collect
Crazy.
Near the town hall. There's a bar near the town hall. I was really young as well. I won't tell you how old I was because I lied. I was a lot younger than I claimed I was then, but you could do then.
Yeah.
Because the whole NI numbers thing was
all different.
Yeah, it was more manual than it wasn't digital then, so it was easy to kind of lie. So yeah, I used to be a glass collector. I think it was all a process, right? So I was a glass collector and I made sure I was the best glass collector ever.
Right, okay.
Because I worked super hard to do my job, right? I'm an African kid, so I had to work super hard to do my job. From glass collecting, I was a barback, stocking up the fridges. From barback, as a bartender. Then I was a waiter. Then I ended up being a waiter, bartender, and a KP, a kitchen porter.
Right, okay.
On extra days for another restaurant in Daidsbury.
Oh, crazy.
Because I need some extra cash, right? So I used to do that as well. And then after that, I one of my friends approached me and said, listen, I've got this bar. It's going to be a members bar. Do you want to come and work there as a bartender? And he's a black dude as well. I said, it's kind of cool. I'm going to work with him. It's kind of good. So I went to join, his name's Dominic. I went to join Dom. And I was a bartender for a while. And he was a members club, really good. It's quiet. It wasn't as busy as it turned out to be.
As it became,
it was really good. Worked there for a bit as a bartender. And they used to have different managers coming all the time. I mean, all the time. But I was the longest having member staff at the time. So in a matter of a year, there must have been about 4 or 5 managers. The next year, I was still doing my bit. I'm doing the best I can. And then I started taking some responsibility of the managers a little bit. They were teaching me how to do stuff. Then another manager left. So I went to Dominic and said, hey, you keep on getting new managers in. They're not sticking. None of them are sticking. I've been here the longest. I think it's time for me to move up. He was like, that's fine. Then I became a bar manager.
Okay.
Stuck here for a few months. Then the restaurant manager left. Then I became a restaurant manager and a bar manager.
Right, okay.
Then doing 2 jobs, which is easy. It's easy. You do the same thing. I'm there. I can manage them both.
You're not looking at the title aspect.
Yeah,
you're just
it was
looking
more
at
like
working.
I'm just growth. For me, it was just growth.
That's what you said at the beginning. Growth, innit?
It's growth. Yeah. So when I was done with that, got a few general managers. Kept on coming and going. I wasn't experienced enough to be a GM. And then after about 3 years, the GM left, and the whole thing was changing. Then the membership thing was changing a lot. I could have dealt a lot more with the crowd was getting. Everything that was happening was changing. There's a massive change.
Okay.
And I told Dominic and I said, hey, I think I'm ready for the job. And truth is what he did say to me, you got enough experience now, so I think you can do the job.
Right, okay.
I work with you closely on it and just this reporting. Then I became the GM.
Right, okay.
Then everything has kind of changed from then.
Okay, and then from GM, you became
shareholder.
Okay.
For a little bit, shareholder. New owners came in, took over. They were great guys. There was a guy called David Mullen, owns Ringspun, and Craigens. Good guys, worked with him for a while.
Ringspun, that was huge at one stage,
that was a big deal. Oh yeah,
it was massive, innit?
The sparkly t-shirts,
yeah,
everything else. Elvis Jesus, that was really good.
Yeah. I just get that came from Manchester.
He's a guy from Manchester.
Right,
so we did that with him. He was great. It's fantastic. Good guys. Did it for a while. Then it got to a stage when I just thought, I'm done. I'm finished.
Yeah.
There's nowhere for me to go. We had a tiny fallout. Me and the guys had a tiny fallout, and I opted to leave.
Okay.
So I left.
Right, okay.
But when I left, I'd worked so long in this industry. I was tired of it. I didn't want to do it anymore. Just didn't want to do it anymore. So when I left, a few months, maybe a year later, just kind of got bored. I was doing nothing. I was traveling quite a lot. I went to Miami. I went to America for a while.
Okay.
I was traveling a lot because I had not done any of that. I always worked. So I did a lot of traveling. Went to Africa.
I need to get to that myself.
Yeah,
that explore mode.
Yeah, so I went to Africa, see my family, spent time in America, loads of time. And when I was in America, I kind of thought, wow, this is different. We do everything a little bit different in England. This, came back. I didn't want to do a nightclub. I was trying to find a job at the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was trying to find a job. Trying to think, what am I going to do? And
Can I ask, why were you trying to find a job when you've just been owner? Did you not think go straight to owner?
Because it's finished. I was done. So it was I didn't have that much money at the time.
Right, okay.
To start summing up and go, I'm going to do myself.
Review. Okay, cool.
So it was more just getting through. I've been a shareholder in the business for so long. When the fallout happened, it wasn't great. It wasn't a good fallout. It was kind of bad, but we're now best friends again. It's all good now.
Grow and you learn.
It's just one of those things. And then after that, I had no money to do. To be fair, I had no money. I've been traveling quite a bit. So you spend everything you've got.
So
when I came back, I needed a job. I need to get paid again and
get back on your feet.
And I bought a few houses in Africa at the time. I had a couple of houses back at home, and I kind of thought, okay, this is. I'm going to have to sell them at some point. I'm going to have to sell them and keep on going. Then owner thing comes up when I came back. Trying to find a job, couldn't find. I didn't have a job to go to. I didn't have anything to go back to. One of my friends came and said to me, "Hey, there's this basement on Peter Street. Should you do something with it?" I was like, "I don't want to do clubs anymore. I'm tired. I'm done. I've had enough. I'm finished." He said, "No, come, let's do it. Let's do it." This was Nash, my business partner now. And I say to him, he says, "Let's try and do it." And I said, "Listen, I ain't got that much money, but I can bring some money in." Went to look at his venue, the Old Live on Peter Street. Look at it. The owners at the top, the Yips, we did a deal with them, take the basement. I had this plan in my head, and I thought, okay, we're gonna go in there. I only had £40,000. That's it. And I mean, that's after I sold my house in Africa as well.
Oh, wow, crazy.
That's it. Honestly, £40,000, right?
Crazy. Okay,
And I told Nash, listen, you put 40,000, I'll put 40,000, and we'll just do it because and open up his club. And he looked at me and said, "For 80,000 more." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Are you sure that's gonna be enough?" And I went, "Yeah." We just have to do it like gradually.
Bit by bit,
we open it, make some money, add a bit in, make some money, add a bit
reinvest,
in. And he asked me again, he says, are you sure about this? I said, yeah. And he goes, if you put 80 grand, you're gonna lose your 40 grand because I don't think it's gonna work at 80,000. And I was like, no, it should work, it'll be fine. At the time I'm thinking, yeah, we could do the same as the South because the South was quite plain and
it was
plain. There's nothing fancy to it. And he goes, but think really hard. But I was like, yeah. And then I kind of went back home and I thought, nah, he's right. We don't have enough money to do this. So I told the guys, I'm gonna pull out because we don't have enough money to do it. Then he said to me, let's try and approach a few of our friends who've got quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
Approached them. We agreed on quite a lot of money. And on the last minute of giving money, they pulled out.
You joking?
Seriously. I agreed on $500,000. Weird, right? A lot from 80,000, we agreed on $500,000 as an investment. On the last day, I did everything they asked me to do, change the names, change the company, did everything, and then they just said, we can't do it now. We don't want to do it anymore.
Crazy.
Which is a mess.
Yeah, man.
Thankfully, Nash managed to get another, I think about 180,000 on top of the 80 that we had. And that was more than enough.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But I did promise him, I said, listen, if we do it the way we're supposed to do it, we should get our money back in a year.
Right, okay.
I promised him I'll do that. He's like, fine. So he took the gamble and put most of the money in.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and then we opened up.
Right, okay. And the rest is literally
we got closed down after a month.
Oh yeah!
I used to have street dreams. Got a rush when I see